Hello, I'm Thomas, and basically I found a very old game of mine, a game I did back in 2005. And I just wanted to show it to you because actually I still own a source code for this game, and some time ago, like a year ago, I started looking at this ancient source code and modifying it because I wanted to create an iOS version, but I ended up rewriting the whole thing. Anyway, so we've got a binary here. It's a Windows binary. So yeah, back then I was a Windows guy, and I've been using OpenGL to create this game. So I didn't use any graphics library. It was just plain OpenGL, bare OpenGL, using just GLUT library. This is the library which simplifies input handling in OpenGL. So, okay, and I'm running this game on virtual machine, so there might be some hiccups. Okay, so I'm firing it up right now, and basically it creates the OpenGL window. And here we can see a very simple menu. It's just two different options, and one of them is just exiting the game. So basically, all those elements on the screen are just textures. So I didn't even use a concept of sprites, I think. Back then, it's just all very simple. One interesting thing I've done for this game, if I remember correctly, I actually created a Windows utility to export um, some fonts from system and render it correctly. But I don't think I have a source code for this. So basically, let me just show you how the game really looks like. So, alright, so we've got a bunch of different levels. We can select any one of those. And the levels are really just text files. So basically there are different types of stones on the map. And so for example, here's one level I've opened. And OO means that there is nothing on this selected position. While for example, O4 means there is some specific kind of stone on selected position. There are 10 different levels on that. Some of them are really crazy. So on this map we can see I'm using just different types of stones. Alright, so and the whole game has been written in C++, because this was my first language I learned. So let me just show you level 7. And here we go. So we just control a snake using RLS keys. And basically our goal is to just collect as many apples as possible. And by collecting apples, we are increasing our score. And our score can be checked in the top right corner of the screen, which is right here. Oh, yep. So this snake is moving really fast. So this level is not particularly challenging, but it's still a little bit difficult to navigate through mazes I've created. I'll show you later a little bit more sophisticated level, and as I said before, those are really, some of them are extremely advanced, extremely tough. So obviously I have some experience in playing this game, so I still suck at it, but not that much. So let me just try to fire up another level. And I don't think I can do that inside the game. There is no option to go to my menu again. So let me close it and load up the game and select. I don't really remember those levels, so Oh, this one is also a simple one. So let me probably, for example, this one is a little bit more complicated, but it's still not that crazy. Let me just quickly check the levels. Simple one. Oh, this one is crazy. Okay, so let me fire this up again. And yeah, so believe me, it's not that easy to get this right. So what I've done with this game is I've spent a week in my aunt's house, and I was just focusing on creating this game. I've created both assets, although I'm not a graphic designer, and obviously the source code for the game. So I think I've been still using Visual Studio version 6.0 at this point. So yeah, remember that this is 2005, so Visual Studio 6.0 was the newest version back then. And obviously I was still developing this game on Windows. And back then I was still in high school, and it took me a week of more or less full-time work to create this game. It's not that complicated, but back then I was not that experienced. So all those years later, I'm still kind of proud of this game because I've created all of the assets and the source code. Actually, when I checked the source code, like I told you a year ago, it turned out that it was basically really crappy. I think I haven't been using version control system back then, so it was a little bit more difficult to develop because the process was not that refined. But overall, I'm still happy with the result. It's fun. It's not extremely complex game, but it can still give you 5 minutes of good fun. Probably because of the speed of the snake. It's just challenging to collect all those cycles. So for example, I still cannot, on this level, I still cannot reach a satisfying score. As you can see, after collecting 3, 4, 5 apples, I just die like that. I only got 40. Yeah, so that's it. I think that's my second game I've ever created, and yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to create an iPhone port which would use accelerometer to navigate the snake instead of physical arrows, because well, mobile devices differ from PCs. But I didn't spend that much time to do that, and when I realized how bad the source code of the original game is, I just started creating my own new version of Snake using proper object-oriented model and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.